Hey, what's up? It's Matt. Today I am showing you on our first Make It Monday how to make a video with just your phone and edit it for free on your laptop or computer. So stay tuned. Alright, so before we start, I'm just going to show you guys quickly how to go ahead and change the video settings on your phone. So if we go to the settings, you can type in the search camera, and then on that you can see that we have a record video setting. So right now I'm going to shoot at 1080-30. Sadly I don't have a 1080-24. They do have a 4K at 24, but if you want that cinematic look, we're going to go with 24. More on that in a separate video, but for today you guys can just get by with the 30 frames per second at 1080p. That's pretty common. So we'll set that up, and then we're going to go to our camera and simply switch to video. So now we can see Dave recording. Wow, this video is actually pretty decent looking for a phone. And it's kind of surprising, you know, a few years ago you had to pay pretty good money to get 1080p video at all. So just in your pocket you have this. So what we'll do, I'm gonna capture a few clips on this device, and then we'll take it to the editing room, and I'll show you guys a program that you guys can download today for free on both Mac and PC to edit this video. Alright guys, so I just got some clips of J-Rock's car. As you can see, we didn't have too much movement in the frame. So what we're going to do, we're going to head back into the studio. I'm going to set the phone up on this accessory here. This is a Joby tripod, but you can get these for fairly cheap without the Joby legs. And it just kind of bungees your phone into this, so we can set it up as a tripod shot. I'm going to get some shots of Dave riding around on the skateboard. So I am manning the 70D. As you can see, Dave is behind me. He's going to do some rolling shots. I have the phone set up right here, boom, on the sticks. So we're gonna cut to that footage, and then I'll get some other footage of me following him around with the phone. This is gonna be really the only shot that you'll see other than my intro shots with an actual DSLR. All right, let's get it. So we grabbed some clips outside and inside. Now we're gonna hop into the edit bay, AKA my desk, and I'm gonna show you guys a program called Davinci Resolve, which you can go download. Right now there's a link below where you can download it and set it up on your computer. I'm also gonna show you how to do that as well on the screen cap. Let's get it. So we're sitting here at my desk. This is where I get most of my work done. So when I edit video, I'm using a program that's called Premiere Pro, blended with After Effects, kind of the industry standard, which is Adobe, the Adobe software, so Adobe CC. It is a monthly fee to get this software. It ranges from $20 to $50, I believe, per program. I think it can be around $20 and then $50 for the whole pack. So it is kind of a premium thing. If you don't have that money and you don't want to invest that money right now, there are free alternatives. So the one that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is called Davinci Resolve. I'm going to switch to my desktop here. So we have this here. It's a program that's created by Blackmagic Design. They create cameras, they create software, and this program is very centric around color correction. And with it, there's a lot of stuff that you're probably not going to use as a beginner, although there is the ability to do a linear edit and, you know, export that video so you can post it on your YouTube, Facebook, wherever you might need it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna hop into Resolve real quick, and boom. So as you can see, I already did a little bit of an edit. It didn't take me too long, maybe 5-10 minutes. And I kind of just put together our clips that we collected earlier on my iPhone. So I'm going to play this so I can just show you what our angle is going to be kind of like, and then we will start from scratch again, and I'll show you kind of the basic things that you're going to need to know so that you can do a linear edit, cut your clips, and export that as a video. All right, so right now we're going to hit play and we'll watch what I came up with just with a few minutes of editing. I also grabbed a website. I found a website for you guys if you don't have Epidemic Sounds which I highly suggest going for. There are free websites out there where people actually produce their own music and put it out for royalty free, with a disclaimer on the bottom, essentially saying music from this website, this person, this artist. So we're going to go ahead and play this. So as you can see, I had a little bit of fun with this edit. I think it's pretty funny, the music, honestly. And then I went with this neon lower third here. So all of this is doable in this program. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead to File, New Project. We'll save this, I guess. And then, so we'll call this one, How to Make a Video for Free. All right, easy. We'll hit enter, and that'll create our project. As you can see, our title's up top. So what we're gonna need our clips first, okay? So your window should look something like this when you first get it. There's nothing open. I'll go through a few of the dialog boxes and windows that you're gonna wanna open when you do specific things. So to import media, we're gonna hit Control-I or Command-I on a Mac. As you can see, I have all of our videos that were recorded on my phone earlier. Boom. So I'm just gonna select those, Shift Select, hit Open. So these have a different frame rate than the current project settings. And what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna hit change here just because it sets to the video that I'm using. If you didn't want that to change, say you wanted it to stay at 24p and you had 60p footage, you can do that as well. So that's when you don't change. But for this one, I'm gonna do change. All right, so as you can see on the left here, we have our media pool, as they refer to it, which are all of our just raw clips. You can double click on those and you can scrub through them. Listen to the audio. As you can see, there's not really much happening. So what I'm gonna do, we'll go back here. I'm actually gonna import that song that I grabbed as well. So we'll go here, audio sources, and then we'll grab that song. So this should be some jazz. So overall, right now, we're gonna just simply drag in our clips. So generally, what you guys are gonna be doing is kind of vlog style, or if you're doing something that you're going to be shooting in order, you can get away with just dragging all your clips in, or you can go ahead and do one at a time. So first I'm going to start with our audio track. I'll drag that here. You can drag it right onto the timeline. So when I say linear editing, you're just kind of editing on a timeline, so you have the entire video in front of you. We're going to grab these clips. So we can do any of these in any order. I just kind of did them in the order that I took them. So with this, right, with this clip not having any audio, I'm just gonna want the video, just because I don't want to hear like that weird background noise of bugs. So when you double click on that clip, it brings it up into this inspector preview window. So you can kind of scrub, see what you got for footage. I don't really care about this part right here. So I'm just gonna hit I, which is in, and then O, which is out. And then if you bring your mouse up here, you can go to the video or audio. So say you just want to grab just the audio from this, you can do that, but I just want just the video. So we'll grab that and drag it down. And as you can see, it made a little bubble, gives us a nice little preview visual there. And you can kind of scrub. Now the speed of your computer scrubbing is gonna depend on your computer specs. So if you have an older laptop, it might be a little bit slower of a process for you. But overall, it should be fairly easy to do. It should also downgrade if you can't handle the video scrubbing. It should downgrade the quality for you so you can scrub a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab some more clips here. We'll grab this. I like this little shot. Boom, boom. So in and out again, that's I and O. And we're just gonna drag that video clip in. Boom. So say you wanted to extend this, it's very simple. So within your toolbar right down here, you have a few things. You're really only going to be using a few of these. You're going to be doing selection mode and the blade edit mode. So that's like if you want to take a clip, cut it right down the center, and you want to either delete something after or before, it's the easiest way to do that. A few other things that I should mention. This little magnet right here is something that's good. It kind of snaps your clips together. So boom. But if you turn that off, now I can kind of just override that. So I'm going to leave that on for now. There we go. So say I want this shot here, which is similar, right? So I'm grabbing that front headlight. So say I get this pan, I'll grab this video, and notice how I can actually stack layers, right? So if you want to deal with multiple video sources, you can kind of do that easily. Again, this is a very brief overview, so there's a lot to an edit. It's a lot harder than most people think, but we're gonna go ahead and do this anyway. So we'll go here. So I got that first pan, and now I want it to continue into this shot, which is a little bit closer up, right? So we'll just drag that right next to it, play it back. So see how there's a little bit of a cut there? I'm not a huge fan of that cut. So we're gonna go ahead and we will simply trim this. So see how it's trimming it quite a bit? That's where you can turn off that snap and do a nice precise drag. There you go. So that kind of made it a little bit smoother. Nice. Okay. So now we'll drag this clip over. Go back into it. And what I'm doing here, I'm kind of creating a story. Even though there's not really much of a story here, you're just seeing me go around the car in a direction that makes sense. So I'm not going to go from the back to the front and then back to the back. It just wouldn't make sense to you visually. So we'll grab this little sponsor. Say I'm doing this video for a car meetup or something like that. I don't really know. Boom, grab this sticker too. So that one's too fast, right? So we're gonna go ahead, we can simply drag this one away from it and then go up to this one and drag it right out. So actually I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that. Boom, we'll grab a longer clip here. So with these in and out points, that I and O, when you preview a clip, you can actually go right here and you can just drag these little bubbles. So say you want it to be longer and you can do a nice fine scrub. Boom. And that magnet tool is making my life very easy, kind of trimming these clips to the exact length that I'll need. All right. And then I think that is all of our car clips. So say we want to end that session of clips with maybe a transition. So what we can do, if you go up to this left side here, up top, you got the effects library. Now there are fairly limiting things in here. It's not as manual as Premiere, but that's what this program isn't designed for. It's not really meant to do this. This is mainly focused on color correction again, but it's very nice that they let us do this as well. They give us kind of some basic transitions, as well as some more complicated ones, but I feel like the basic ones are what you should stick to. So we'll do a cross dissolve here right at the end, so it kind of just fades to black. And at the beginning, let's do a blur dissolve. That's kind of a specific transition to this program. All right, so we'll hit play. All right, so fade out. And now we're gonna move into that second part that I filmed with Dave. So we got this clip here. This is the one when I put it on the Joby legs that I showed you. So we're gonna scrub it because there was a little bit of setup. So I want right when Dave comes in, so I'll hit I again. Wait till he goes out of frame. Boom, we'll grab that shot. We'll put that right there, just the video. Great. And then, so all of this was just a single shot, just because I just left it rolling. So we'll go to the next portion that I want to use, and you can go ahead and hit I, O, drag that clip in. So say I want to do an interesting little cut right here. We can do this. So when you do these transitions, your computer might lag a little bit just because it's having to render in additional frames, things like that. So actually, instead of the smooth cut, let's just do a cross dissolve. And you can barely even notice it just because it's on sticks again. So what I can do, go here, we can drag it out a little bit, add a cross dissolve again. As you can see, since that shot was on sticks, he kind of just fades from nothing. And then I want to cut it as soon as he leaves the frame, say. All right. And then moving on, I had a nice follow shot, and even with my iPhone, that's still very smooth. iPhones actually have very good stabilization built in. I'm not sure if it's digital or physical. I'm guaranteeing that it's almost digital. But this is a walking shot with me, no gimbal. Kind of nice. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll start right here. So we'll hit that I. O. Grab our clip. All right, and moving along, I got this kind of cool pan 360, and then follow, and then we'll dip. Okay, sweet. All right. And then when Dave says peace to the camera and then looks away, I want that to dip to black. So let's go through here and find what we need, which I'm pretty sure their dip to black is just a cross dissolve off the end. They don't really have a just fade to black option, but the cross dissolve, it works well for us here. All right, so that's kind of a basic linear edit there. So what I'm gonna do next is show you guys something that would be handy for you if you want to do, say, a small text. They're called lower thirds, so they'd be in the lower third frame, with lower third of the frame. So if you divided this by 3, it's going to be down here. It's something that you see on, news, things like that. And there are abilities to do that within this program as well. So we're going to look for just the lower third simple line. In the other edit, I did a neon line. So what you can do if you want to edit this, you can either double click on it, or you can go up here and hit this inspector button. Drop this down. As you can see, now you have a little bit of a menu, right? So the text color, I want to remain white, and then it does allow you to change that line as well. So say I want this line to be a nice orange. Cool. And then we'll call this Skating with Dave. All right. And then in terms of position, it's fairly limiting, although you can change where it's at. This one is very stuck. There are the 3D ones you can kind of move around, but this one specifically is a lower third, so it's going to stay down in the proper location for you. So if we hit play, there we go. All right, so that's easy. So now, since I don't want to render off this entire song, we'll go ahead and we'll hit B on our keyboard, or you can click right here and you get blade edit mode. Go ahead and I'll trim that down a little bit. Go back to my regular selection, click on that, hit backspace. That gets rid of it. And then you can go ahead down here in our effects bin again. We'll go to audio transitions, and then we'll do a crossfade -3. So that's going to drop our audio. And you can actually go ahead and size this up. So say you want the transition to take a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and just drag it just on this. So we'll extend out that transition just to about there. And there you go. It's pretty simple stuff here, guys. There is a lot of color correction and other features of this program, but I just wanted to show you how you can take your clips from your phone and then put them into a single video edited, and then you can upload it. So we'll go ahead, we'll go to File, Export Project, and then we'll hit Save. Always save your projects, that's a huge key. And then over here, we can just click on desktop. And this is going to be a cut moment. I'm trying to figure out how the hell do you export. All right, so the last step is after you have trimmed this up to your content, say I'm happy with this, we'll go down here to the bottom right, in the center, kind of 6, and we'll go to deliver. So as you can see on the left, you have a few options. You have your file name, your location, which you can choose on your computer. So we'll just put this on the desktop just for convenience. We'll call this test video. We'll do it as a single clip, not individual clips. So we'll do a whole file. So video, your format. So this is a codec, essentially. You're gonna want QuickTime. H.264 is the latest one that they have supported. There is now H.265, but that's gonna be the best for ingestion on YouTube, Facebook, kind of online media. We want it at 1080p, 30 frames a second. And then you can do a little bit of a quality change here. So your best quality is going to be the best looking, but also the biggest file. We'll do high for now. Encoding profile, we'll just do automatic and then automatic. Pretty simple here. You're not going to want to change too many of these, just for a basic render. And then after you have named your file, chosen where it's going to go, and set the frame rate and resolution, you can hit add to render queue. And then it comes over here on the right, and all you got to do is hit this start render button, and it's going to play back through your video essentially. This might take a little bit depending on your computer specifications again, but it's going fairly quick for us as it's a short video. And notice how I trimmed off that audio, so it's only going to render so far. All right, skating with Dave, here we go, and it's wrapping it up. Fade to black, cut the audio, and we're done. All right, so if I go to my desktop, hi OBS, cool. We should see a video, test video, which we do. I'll open this in VLC. As you can see, it came out pretty good quality, honestly, for having no prep, not really any content. I'm just kind of shooting clips to get clips. We were able to kind of create 2 linear stories in that. So we went around J-Rock's car, and then I followed Dave skating. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please thumbs up, comment if you have any questions. There are a bunch of links down below. There's links to the site that I got that music from, also links to Davinci Resolve. But I highly suggest, making videos if you can, and pretty much everyone can nowadays because you have your phone in your pocket, and most people also have a computer that they can access. So with this free program, your phone, you can create pretty amazing videos in terms of quality. So all you got to do is bring yourself to, make that content. So thanks guys for watching our first Make It Monday. Again, I hope you did enjoy. This has been Matt. Have a good day.